Have you ever thought, what if I told you there's a country with a 7,000-year-old civilization, some of the most beautiful cities in the world, yet the world only calls it dangerous? Yeah, I'm talking about Iran. Turn on the TV, what do you see? War, nuclear, sanctions. But the real question is that the whole truth? Or are we only being shown what scares us? I mean, if Netflix only showed the villain's POV, then the hero would look like the villain too, right? But today, in the next 14 minutes, you're going to see the Iran the media doesn't show you. A country where people speak in poetry, nights feel like fairy tales, and history breathes in every single street. But behind all this beauty, there's a scary truth hidden too. And that truth is going to shock you. So, let's get started. A journey into that Iran, the one the world doesn't really know. Iran isn't just a country, it's a civilization. 7,000 years ago, when many parts of the world were still jungles, empires were already rising here. You've probably heard the name Persia. That was Iran's old name. And this is where one of the most powerful empires in history began, the Achaemenid Empire. Just imagine, if that empire still existed today, the world map would probably look completely different. Iran's history isn't just in books, it's still alive today, in their architecture, their language, their poetry. The people here don't just read history, they live it. But then the question comes, despite such a great history, why is Iran looked at so negatively today? The answer lies in politics. Now just think about it. If you're constantly told that a country is dangerous, would you ever want to go there? That's exactly what's happened with Iran. Global media created a narrative where Iran equals threat. Nuclear program, sanctions, conflicts. But have you ever seen the everyday life of regular Iranians? Have you ever watched an Iranian vlogger? If not, then maybe you've only heard half the story. The truth is, Iranian people are just like us. They laugh, they dream, they fall in love. But because of sanctions, their economy got crushed. Inflation rose, jobs disappeared. And yet, they still try to stay happy. This is where the real emotional story begins. If you walk the streets of Tehran, you'll see luxury cars and struggling families at the same time. On one side, modern cafes. On the other, economic hardship. But the most special thing, the people there are incredibly educated and cultured. Meaning, if you go there and don't understand poetry, people will low-key judge you. Here, poetry isn't just art, it's a way of life. But even with all this, there's a constant fear too. Limits on freedom, government restrictions. And yet, the young generation wants change. Through social media, they're raising their voices. And this is the point where Iran's real story begins. Now just imagine, mosques covered in blue tiles, golden sunsets in the desert, ancient palaces. All of this is in Iran. Isfahan, Shiraz, Yazd. These cities are straight out of a dream. If I said they're even more beautiful than Paris, would you believe me? Shiraz, the city of poetry. Yazd, a masterpiece of desert architecture. Isfahan, half of the world. The architecture here is so detailed, you could stare at it for hours. But despite all this beauty, why is tourism so low? Because fear is always more powerful than the truth. Now the big question, is Iran really dangerous? The answer, it's complicated. Yes, there are political tensions, there are restrictions, but it's not dangerous everywhere. In reality, Iran is a contradiction. On one side, tradition. On the other, modern youth. On one side, restrictions. On the other, creativity, meaning this country keeps breaking its own rules. And that's exactly what makes it so interesting. Now you might be thinking, what's the point of knowing all this? There is a point. Because when we only hear one side, we become biased. And that's the biggest problem in the world. Iran teaches us that every story has two sides, and the truth is always hidden somewhere in the middle. So today you saw an Iran that doesn't make the headlines, a country caught between fear and beauty. Now the question is for you, if you ever got the chance, would you want to visit Iran? Or would you just believe what you've been told? Because knowing the truth is our responsibility. If you want to hear more hidden stories like this, hit like on this video and make sure to subscribe to the channel, because next time we're bringing out another hidden truth.